What is going on, guys? It's Triple G here with another Borderlands 3 video, and today we're going to be reviewing DLC3, A Bounty of Blood. We're going to be going through the story, what the basic premise of the story is, as well as the loot and some sneaky things that Gearbox didn't announce until the DLC was released. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, please, this is a review, so if you don't want spoilers to the story or any of the footage, please look away now. Otherwise, come and catch me on Twitch. We stream 5 times a week: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, weekdays from 4, weekends from about midday. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the video. So one of the things I really enjoyed about this DLC was the environment. You had that Wild West look to the levels, and this ran through the entire time. You would go from a desert kind of canyon feel into the town areas where the saloon and all the buildings really came to life. I liked how as you were walking down the town, everyone kind of felt like they were in that kind of theme. There were top areas to it that you could climb on. You would move into the mountainous areas. Those were absolutely beautiful. There were new ways to traverse these areas with the new jump pads and teleportation devices. They were just absolutely incredible and really added an extra level to this DLC. The second thing I really liked about this DLC was the story. Because we didn't have traditional characters that we already knew, I felt like I had to concentrate more on this story. I was engrossed in this story more. I was asking questions about these characters all the time. We found out very quickly into the story that things weren't quite as they seemed, as the trailers had us led to believe. So that made it really interesting. I was instantly hooked into the story. On top of that, the story kind of binds together this Western feel with these new vehicles, the new ways to traverse the maps, as we've said. And it really was just an enjoyable time. The content itself was quite long. There were a lot of additional challenges, as you would expect, plenty of side missions that had their own stories to embellish that wider Wild West feel, including some ranching stories, which I really did enjoy. And as we've already said, the landscape was absolutely beautiful. And then on top of that, they threw in right at the end a level cap increase that nobody really saw coming, unless you believe the spoilers that came out a few days before. One of the main things that people play Borderlands for is obviously the loot. In DLC 3, the loot is huge. I came across some absolutely brilliant weapons with some new interactions, some new ways that we see things from weapons, and oh my god, there was so much loot. It was absolutely incredible. The weapon you're seeing here is the Flipper, one of my favorites. This is the Sentinel Cryo version. As you can see, it's just absolutely brilliant. We were chewing through the enemies on Mayhem 10 and it was brilliant. Overall, guys, I would give this a 9 out of 10, 9 gorillas out of 10. I truly believe this was a step forward in the DLCs. It had a purpose, a story. It stuck to that. Everything was interlinked to that. We didn't get caught up in nostalgia with new characters, and therefore it gave us the ability to really invest on new characters and kind of get to know them. The loot was abundant. I really enjoyed the amount of loot there. The bosses were fun. There were some new kind of mechanics to some of the bosses as well. The only reason I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 is because I felt the final boss was a little bit too predictable and something we probably have seen and fought before, very similar to the pre-sequel. But otherwise, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I will catch you on the flip.